The story of Moses and the Israelites' journey from Egypt to the Promised Land is one of the most famous in the Bible. The crucial event of God giving Moses the Ten Commandments on Mount Sinai is at the heart of this record. For a long time, academics and travelers have debated the true location of this sacred mountain. While several theories have been advanced, recent revelations and indisputable evidence point to Saudi Arabia rather than Egypt as the true location of Mount Sinai. Mount Sinai, according to popular belief, is located in the southern part of the Sinai landmass, within the borders of modern Egypt. In any case, there are some discrepancies between the biblical depiction of Mount Sinai and the geographical characteristics of the Sinai landmass. These inaccuracies have prompted analysts to look into alternative explanations. One of the most compelling evidences that Mount Sinai is in Saudi Arabia is the identification of a mountain known as Jabal al-Lawz. This peak, located in Saudi Arabia's northern region, bears striking similarities to the biblical Mount Sinai. As portrayed in Mass Migration 1918, Jabal al-Lawz stays at a colossal level of roughly 8,460 feet and is surrounded by several mountains. The mountain also has a large plain at its base, which resembles the camp where the Israelites stayed while Moses climbed the mountain. Regardless of the real similarities, the area surrounding Jabal al-Lawz is rife with interesting archaeological and verified evidence. Pioneers discovered a number of remnants, such as old, unique raised sites, ceramic parts, and petroglyphs depicting images related to the departure tale. Furthermore, the presence of an old love site known as Al-Tarabal near Jabal al-Lawz suggests that this district was of great importance throughout history. The discovery of burnt remains at the peak of Jabal al-Lawz is one of the most significant pieces of evidence supporting the Saudi Middle Eastern area. In 1984, Ron Wyatt, a rookie excavator, claimed to have seen burnt stones that appeared to be the remains of a specific steppe region. The stones included remnants of natural material, including critter and human DNA, according to the investigation. These findings are consistent with the biblical account of Moses creating a unique stepping area and forfeiting creatures after receiving the 10 edicts. Furthermore, the recognizable evidence of a split stone in Horeb and one additional mountain near Jabal al-Lawz adds weight to the case of the Saudi Bedouin area. According to the Bible, Moses struck a stone with his staff, causing water to spring forward and quench the Israelites' thirst. This stone, known as the Rock of Horeb, has a distinct break running across it, lending credence to the scriptural story's association. According to proponents of the Saudi Middle Eastern hypothesis, the recognizable proof of Mount Sinai entails trust rather than observational proof. They argue that the scriptural record of the departure is more symbolic than verifiable, and hence the search for an actual location is pointless. Regardless, the growing archaeological evidence and the combination of geographical aspects with the scriptural depiction of Mount Sinai make a compelling defense for the Saudi Bedouin area. The inquiry and inspection of the actual area of Mount Sinai continue to captivate experts and devotees alike. While the debate may never be definitively settled, the growing body of evidence from Saudi Arabia makes a compelling case for reconsidering the traditional belief in the southern Sinai landmass as the place of this historic scriptural event. As our understanding of history evolves, it is critical to fundamentally evaluate long-held assumptions and be open to fresh disclosures that may give insight into the old stories that define our convictions and habits. One of the main factors that have prompted scientists to reconsider the conventional belief in the southern Sinai promontory is a scriptural account of the journey from Egypt to the Promised Land. The Israelites' journey is described as being quite short, taking around 3 days from the crossing of the Red Sea to their landing on Mount Sinai. Regardless, the distance between the traditional site in the southern Sinai promontory and the Egyptian border is around 250 kilometers, which would take half a month to walk. This anomaly raises concerns regarding the accuracy of the southern Sinai landmass as the true area. One additional persuasive aspect of the Saudi Middle Eastern idea is identification of Midian as the region where Moses sought refuge after fleeing Egypt. According to the Bible, Moses married Zipporah, the daughter of Midian's minister Jethro. Mount Sinai is commonly associated with the location known as Midian. Midian is located in the northwest Bedouin landmass, which corresponds to the area of Jabal al-Lawz. According to ancient literature and verified documents, including those made by Josephus and Eusebius. Furthermore, the Bible account of the Israelites' journey through the wilderness mentions specific tourist attractions and places. This includes Elim, where they discovered 12 streams and 70 palm trees, and Rephidim, where they encountered Amalekites. Surprisingly, these places have been designated near Jabal al-Lawz in Saudi Arabia, bolstering the case for Mount Sinai's connection. Regardless of the geological evidence, semantic analysis can help the Saudi Middle Eastern region. The word Sinai has been traced back to Old Semitic dialects, implying a connection with the province of northern Saudi Arabia. Midbar, the Jewish term for wild, is also etymologically related to the Arabic word Madian, corroborating the identification of Midian with the northwestern Middle Eastern landmass. Furthermore, the presence of historic mining activities near Jabal al-Lawz adds another degree of intrigue to the Saudi Bedouin idea. According to the Bible, Mount Sinai was surrounded by a consuming hedge, which Moses approached before encountering God. Some scholars believe that this consuming hedge was an allusion to volcanic anomalies or a theophany, visible evidence of God's presence. Nearby Jabal al-Lawz has volcanic features such as darkish shakes and evidence of ancient mining jobs for important metals such as copper. This is consistent with the biblical account of Mount Sinai being associated with minerals and a heavenly experience. It is critical to recognize that the debate over Mount Sinai's location is ongoing, with many possibilities being suggested and rejected. The identification of Jabal al-Lawz in Saudi Arabia as the true Mount Sinai is not without its detractors. Regardless, the combination of topographical, archaeological, factual, and etymological evidence makes a compelling case for revising the customary region in the southern Sinai landmass. Finally, the search for the real Mount Sinai is motivated by a desire to grasp and relate to the events depicted in the Holy Book. Regardless of whether the genuine issue is not completely settled, the ongoing investigation serves as a reminder of the ongoing significance and impact of the mass migration myth on various communities and religions. It also encourages us to delve further into the complexities of ancient history and to remain open to fresh findings that may transform how we interpret the biblical stories that have shaped human progress for generations. Overall, the search for the authentic Mount Sinai, where Moses received the Ten Commandments, has captivated researchers, travelers, and worshippers for a very long time. While conventional belief places Mount Sinai in Egypt's southern Sinai landmass, a growing body of evidence and research suggests that the true location may be in northwestern Saudi Arabia. The recognizable evidence of Jabal al-Lawz in Saudi Arabia makes a compelling case for reconsidering the traditional conviction. The mountain's actual resemblance to the scriptural depiction of Mount Sinai, the presence of archaeological curiosities and old love locales in the surrounding area, the discovery of scorched remains resembling a special stepped area, and the presence of a split stone associated with Moses' supernatural occurrence of water spouting forward provide significant evidence for the Saudi Bedouin area. According to experts, the search for the real location of Mount Sinai includes more faith and images than experimental verification. They argue that the departure account should be read symbolically rather than literally. However, the combination of geological factors, trustworthy records, phonetic research, and archaeological finds cannot be justified lightly. These pieces of evidence call into question the conventional wisdom and invite more research and exploration. Regardless of where Mount Sinai is eventually discovered, the story of Moses and the Ten Commandments continues to inspire and guide people all across the world. Its moral and moral value lessons resound through the ages, linking gaps in time and geology. The search for Mount Sinai serves as a reminder of the importance of verifiable requests and the exploration of our shared history. As our understanding of history evolves, it is critical to approach these demands with an open mind and to consider multiple perspectives and understandings. Finally, the search for Mount Sinai's authentic location is more than just a hunt for a physical location. It is also an exploration of the enormous significance and immortal imagery embedded in the scripture text. Okay, everybody, this finishes up our video.